So when we moved down here, Jamie went to preschool, little preschool in Bethesda, and he so the woman, the director of the preschool, had a little bit of a husky voice, and so we were in the class one day observing or something, and so the director, who's going to go nameless obviously, the director was talking, and so Jamie, in a very much of a stage whisper, he says, "Mom, is that a man or a lady?" That was Jamie. So we, Rome Hartman, come on up. So we moved down here, and Jamie went to Burning Tree Elementary, which many of you attended, and it's just an incredible place. Love that place. Jamie also started playing sports. He played MSI soccer and BCC baseball. And here is his BCC baseball coach and our longtime great friend, Rome Hartman.
One of the first things I noticed about Jamie Werner was that he smiled with his eyes. You know what I mean? He was 5 years old and a kindergarten classmate of our son Alex, as Rick said. And he and a bunch of other kids gathered for the first day of practice for our BCC Little League baseball team. Jamie smiled up at me, and his mouth had formed a big grin, the way everybody smiles, but I noticed that his big blue eyes were also smiling, sparkling, really. His smiling eyes displayed excitement, joy, and a little bit of mischief. And for more than 20 years after that first day on the dusty practice field, every time I saw Jamie, I saw his eyes smiling at me and everybody else around him. The other thing I noticed on the baseball field was that 5-year-old Jamie skipped out to his position on the field. While the other kids on the team walked or ran or strutted in a couple of cases, Jamie literally skipped. That's right. It was a way of moving that said with his body, "I'm a happy kid, I'm a carefree kid." And he was carefree. Others may have worried about their position. Why'd you put me in right field? Or their place in the batting order. Really? Got me eighth? Got me batting eighth? Jamie never did any of that. He didn't seem to have a care in the world. He was happy to be out there. And what he was happiest about, I thought, was being part of the team. He loved putting on that Tigers jersey and the Tigers hat, and gathering with his teammates for the Tigers cheer before and after every game. He encouraged his teammates. He congratulated them when they made a good play. He consoled them when they struck out. He even congratulated and encouraged kids on the other team, the team we were playing against. We didn't know it at the time, but this characteristic of being a great teammate would continue all his life, especially on the football field, and I think you're going to hear a little bit more about that later on. He just loved being part of the team. Fred Wine and I coached Jamie and the Tigers for 14 seasons. 2 seasons a year from kindergarten through 7th grade. A lot of the dads helped out. Rick and Brad and Tom coached the base paths. Jim ran the pitching machine. And our families went on trips together to the beach in Ocean City and skiing in West Virginia. And I know that we all have very specific memories of Jamie smiling and skipping through all those situations. It was the Tiger moms who turned out to be the real stars of that team. As they spent countless Sunday afternoons on the sidelines encouraging their kids and watching games that, let's face it, weren't exactly riveting sports entertainment, the moms became really close friends. We dads probably weren't even aware of it because Guys are dopes, basically, right? But the moms formed a sisterhood on the sideline. When we gave up coaching and some of the kids moved on to different sports or activities, the Tiger moms formed their own team. They came up with a very modest name for themselves, the Hot Moms. And for all the years since, that's 15 years since the Tigers broke up, they've been an even better team than we ever were. Debbie, you've been at the very core of that group as you celebrated each other's highs and consoled each other through the lows. And for this last awful week, it's been inspiring to see the Hot Mamas gather around you to cry with you and support you and love you, along with your other incredible friends and family members. And it's been inspiring to see you reach out to them. Those women whose bond began on the BCC Little League sidelines all those years ago will be with you for the long haul. You know that. And Rick, the Hot Papas, as we've come to be called. Me neither. We should come up with a better name. But we're going to be with you for the long haul, too. We're still guys, we're still dopes, we're not going to be as good at it as our wives are, but we'll be here for you. Our son Alex wrote in a remembrance on the day that Jamie died, quote, "We were always there for each other with open arms, no filters, and open hearts." Rick, Debbie, Morgan, Stephen, all your family and friends will be there for you with open arms and no filters and open hearts. We've been inspired by you in the last week, and we will be with you forever. Look at these photos of Jamie. Look at the smile in his eyes. He's smiling at you and me and us still. All we can do is smile back.